Today is day 27 of my mustache. I hope it's coming in good. And welcome to Simply Don, the Twitch channel. My name is Don Barris, and here she is, your host of the Mary Jane Show. This is Mary Jane.
Hello.
We should say hello to Old Man G, who hasn't been feeling well. We're glad to talk to you. So you're feeling terrible, huh, Old Man G?
I'm okay. It's fun.
All right.
What if I gave you tickets to the Corky Extravaganza? This is where Corky shows 28 hours of some of the best of his podcasts. Would you like tickets to that?
Me?
Why would I offer it to Mary Jane?
So maybe I offer it to anybody listening.
No,
Nah, I'm good.
She's not a fan of Corky like you are.
Old Man G said he's good, meaning he doesn't want it. And now, Don, you've lost brownie points today, and you're in the punishment box.
Why am I in the punishment box?
Because you're being really stupid, bringing up people that have gone to great lengths to hurt you and your business and your entire career. It's nice that when you help lunatics that want to be part of something and need help, but you need to stop helping lunatics just because they're lunatics, especially the weird, vindictive ones,
So you feel that Corky was a lunatic?
He lied to you from day one.
Yes,
and it just followed by another lie and another lie and another lie. And he cost you a lot of fucking money by not getting the Twitch started for 6 months during the pandemic. Now, was he pocketing that money elsewhere, doing his own streams? We don't know.
No.
Did at the end he magically find a phone call where he thought it made you look like you were being abusive to him when it actually made him look like a really fucking dumbass? He kept a recording how many years?
I don't know.
And how many fans did he get to steal from you when he tried to steal your whole fan base and turn them into his victims?
He didn't steal anybody.
Yeah, I know. The Discord was dormant. And everybody left and came to the new one as soon as he hijacked it. But he tried to steal 300 and turn them against you. So why on earth would you mention his name? It's not funny. Now that we've gotten off to a great start.
Today's the Mary Jane Show. By the way, maybe you should spend more time setting your background.
It is as good as it can be. Remember the project we did the other day? That changes the angle of this area. That's what the issue is.
Yeah, well, we should do something about that because it's all fallen into the
No, we should or I have to.
I don't know what happened.
Okay, well this really started off at a crackerjack pace.
Is that my fault?
Oh, no, you're perfect.
Thank you.
Earth Tubbs is in chat. He says, yeah. And he says, my town smells like horse shit. He says, Calgary Stampede once again. And then he says, cool shirt, Dawn.
Yay!
And
Thank you,
Monica
thank you.
Lopez Yoga says, hi, MJ and Dawn. Hello there
Hello.
Where do you see that?
in the chat.
Oh, right there. Okay, hi, MJ Don. Why does Earth Tubbs Town smell like shit?
It sounds like they have a yearly stampede there.
Oh, is that what it is? Earth Tubbs?
You'll have to let us know. Oh, it's a rodeo in the city center. Okay. So it's called the Calgary Stampede, I guess. It's a rodeo,
Yes.
though.
Rodeo or rodeo?
Rodeo.
Okay, there are only rodeos in Northern California. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Old Man G, best moderator in the business.
And he's going through a little illness, so he's not feeling well.
Nope, he said he's just fine, Don. And hello, Don. Would you like to do your usual intro, or do we just skip past that and I'll do my own?
Here she is. Pretty Girl Simply Don and the Smoky Mary Jane and Old Man G. The Toilet Bowl Comedy. Who's the Toilet Bowl
Hello.
Comedy? Do I know you, Toilet Bowl Comedy, from seeing you in the comedy scene?
It's a Hung Massacre from Instagram.
Oh, of course I love Hug Massacre. Thank you, Old Man G. Monica Lopez Yoga. Hi, and hope you're feeling better, Old Man G. Well, that's Gifted Brenda. Hello, Don and Mary Jane. Look at all the people that are nice.
Hello.
Monica Lopez Yoga. Toilet Bowl Comedy. Gifted Brenda 3. Earth Tubbs. Good people in here today. I'm trying right now to find
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mary Jane Show. Today is a still mid-season show, and so we will start with opening show banter, and then we will continue with maybe some sports updates and maybe sports commentary, and merge right into mid-show banter. And the grand finale will be closing show banter. And so now, since I guess the intro was good enough, we can
Did I
start
not
with
do
the
it good
opening
enough?
show. Excuse me, was that an interruption?
Yes, it was. Did I not do so well?
I don't recall. It wasn't standard. It wasn't traditional. So now we can go right into opening show banter. Do we have any sports updates, Don?
I'm trying to look right now.
I would like to say happy 4th of July weekend to everyone in America out there. And if you're not in America, happy whatever country day your Independence Day is.
Has Terry Greenbeans come here yet?
He's not here currently, no.
Don, did we ever get Jack's numbers?
Yes.
All right. And he put them in time enough before the first game?
We'll give it to him, yeah.
All right. Wow, you're matching again today, Don. You have a pretty red Beatles shirt and a pretty red Goonies t-shirt to match. You better watch out on that matching stuff or people will actually expect it from you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are right in the middle of the 4th of July weekend and kind of uneventful. But we are happy to bring this show to you today. We are just now organizing the sports updates. If you didn't know, every Friday night at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is the Pretty Girls Show, where pretty girls get together and talk about pretty girl things and their sports betting. So today we always get to find out who's already played, who's gonna play, and any sports updates from the betting decisions.
All right. Well, right now you're 0-1. You the Nationals beat St. Louis, and you went with the Cardinals. So did Hollywood Harry. Katrina went with the Nationals. Old Man G went with the Nationals. And Jack went with the Nationals. Dodgers are up 3-1, and you went with the Dodgers. As did Old Man G went with the Padres. Jack went with the
Terry
Dodgers.
Greenbeans is here now.
Terry Greenbeans is here now.
Hello, Terry Greenbeans.
All right.
Yes.
Hello, Terry Greenbeans.
Well, I apologize right off the bat, Terry Greenbeans. My first pick was a loss.
Hello.
I'm very sorry about that. We'll hope the other 4 work in our favor. Oh my goodness. Oh man, G, do you see this?
Oh, 1 second.
Is it a potential ghost?
Possible.
Please request video and audio if possible.
Waiting. We got audio
Gotta
so
get
far.
the loss
There we
out
go.
of the way. Need to go 4-1. Oh, look at who's here.
Hello, can we hear you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Happy 4th of July weekend.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Hello.
You look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's so nice to see you.
Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you came on here right now. That's really professional. Very good job. A plus.
Yeah, I thought remembered today, and I just had to go out to the head stop, so I went out there for about an hour, and then I came back there, and I was watching these westerns, and I was really getting into it, fucking getting into the westerns, and like watching like Steve McQueen as Josh Randall, the bounty hunter, and he's got a job as a bounty hunter, a kind of a weird one. These two old couple on a farm back in the old west lost their pet little sheep, and the sheep has a little chain with a bell on it, and they gave that to him to go look for the sheep and ring the bell as he goes around, and so the sheep can hear and come to him, and then these other guys catch him on their property, and he didn't know what property he was on, and they were going to hang him. They were going to put the noose around his neck and hang him, and then he got out of that. He got away, and he finally went to a farm, and he found a whole bunch of sheep, and he went on, and they were corralling them and running them through, and it was just really kind of funny. And then he found that the little sheep, the sheep's name was Baba. And one time I was partying in front of Pasadena City College, and I was with this black guy and he, African guy, and we were having a good time. We were smoking a joint, and I look over to the restaurant across the street, and it's this kind of funky restaurant. I'm not sure, Persian or something, Persian, and called Heidi Baba.
Woo!
And then the one next door is Gigi's place, and Gigi kind of has a big ass, and she wears a nice blue and purple dress that just hangs around down over her ass.
Very nice. Schizo, did you skip shaving today, or are you actually growing a mustache to compete with Don?
No, I just didn't take a shower yet.
Okay, very good, very good.
Maybe I should have taken a shower.
That's okay. I'm glad you came on.
Okay.
Don, do you have
What?
any questions for Schizo?
Yeah, I was wondering when I opened this up by saying, "Oh, look who's here," and he still hasn't said hello to me. Is there a reason for that?
Oh, Don, I'm sorry. I don't know. I just got lost in a story I was telling.
You were
Mary
talking about
Jane.
Mary Jane, how beautiful she was. Then you went into a movie.
And then you came on.
I've been there before
I
that.
went-
I said hello to you first.
I was talking about the Western show.
Yeah, I heard.
Wanna
I
Get
was
Her
here. I
Alive.
heard it.
I know you watch the same channel, Me TV.
We got
Well
a
done.
we got a question for you.
Okay.
Question for Schizo. How goes the gigolo business?
I haven't gotten one job. I haven't even gotten laid on my own.
Can you get a hard on?
It's been over. I get a full hard on.
But your dick's crooked.
It just, it's a dick, man. Which works as good as anybody else's dick.
You're the
I mean,
one
it's
that
not
brought
like
it up.
I'm-
The last time you were here, you brought it up and you talked about how your dick was crooked.
I know.
And so I
Well,
and that.
it's
Now
just
you're
a-
jumping down my throat.
No, I'm not them there. I just want to ask you this. What do you think about that? How does that make you feel?
What? Ask me and I'll tell you. But
That I'm like, that I'm that kind of guy, that I have a dick that is not perfectly straight. Okay.
how does it make me feel?
So I am a little retreaded, not the other. I'm just going to say I'm kind of Rita, Major May. da 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 da. Fill in and the ticket and the little light broke.
Old man G, I'm a little.
Da.
Old man G, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I don't want Schizo to sit here and worry about his crooked dick. Can you please do some Googling on that and find out if that's a good thing for a gigolo or not a good thing for a gigolo?
Sure.
Thank
What?
you.
You think people? I've been with men before. I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm not hiding nothing. I never touched any children. I never raped any women or anybody. I never.
goodness.
Francisco, I know he's the one. He thought that I raped Steve because I went in the first time I met Steve at Highland Park. I walked in the room and Steve looked at me and his eyes just brightened up like he was glad to see me. And then I just I look at Steve and I said, Steve, are you gay? And he said, yeah. He nodded and he said, yeah. So I said, what do you think of this? And so I unbuttoned my belt and zipped on my pants and looked on my dick. And
Were you hard?
I was looking at.
Were you hard? Were you
I
hard?
was hard. I was already hard, yeah. And I whipped it out, and Steve jumped on it, man. He came right over to me, and he put his mouth around it for a couple of seconds. And I think I came. And I was just like, whoa, man. Way to go. What a way to meet Steve.
You know what? That's roommates with a benefit.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, this is the Steve from your song Glorious Ode to Steve, right?
Oh, yeah, at Highland Park. I used to get that terrible guy, Jordan, who you hated and kicked out of the comedy store. I used to get marijuana cookies from him and take like chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin, THC marijuana edible cookies. Take them home to Steve would eat them and look over at me with this gleam in his eye. It's like he was totally feeling no pain. Like David Lee Roth would say. I love Van I love
Subscription.
Van Halen. Van Halen kicked ass, man. Van Halen's number one. Alex is God. I've eaten dinner in the same restaurant right over table across from Alex and his buddies at the Ranchero Mexican Food in Pasadena, California. I was in there with my friend Glenn. His father is James Dury of Led Zeppelin Limousine. And when Page and Plant, they're from London, England. They're Icelandic, Irish, and English. And when James and their family started in life, evolving and growing in London, England, he was a limo driver for Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, and John Henry Bonzo.
That is wonderful, Schizo. But I have to do our sports break. Will you hang out here and listen while we do our sports
Sure.
break? Okay.
Sure.
Juan, do you have the rest of the sports update?
No. There's only one game, and in the Dodgers game, you were up 3-1. Now the Dodgers are only up 3-2. Milwaukee scored, but the Dodgers are up. And let's do a little play by pitch! Ground ball! Shortstop! Third baseman! And it's bobbled! I don't know if that's going to be an error or a hit, but everybody's safe. We got 2 guys on, nobody out. These Brewers are thinking, boy, I wish I could have a beer now. Bounty ball. Guy from third hits it. It goes underneath his glove. It takes a weird hop, and the shortstop can't field it. So let's see what they call it. What were you saying?
Oh,
While you're checking
Mancini,
on
do you
that,
have some updates? Bum, 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 bum. Do
Screen
you have an
Jams
update?
gifted a sub to the channel. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Yay! Thank you, thank you.
Mary Jane had the Braves, and they're up 3-1.
All right, thank you.
Chris Taylor. Chris
Woo!
Taylor's in there.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I just I thought of Pamela and I, my old high school sweetheart, on the San Marino High School prom, 1979 senior prom on the Queen Mary in Long Beach, and just fucking like going up, making out with Pamela.
You made
on
out
the
with
bridge,
Pamela?
like the captain.
You made out with her that night?
Yeah. I made out with her in Hawaii. I made out with her everywhere we went, and constantly. Pamela, we were all over each other. We were all over each other. I swear to God. Pamela lives down in either Oceanside or Laguna Beach. Probably Laguna Beach.
Strike three! He's out. Here's the replay. Here's the pitch. Strike three! He's out. So Taylor strikes out. 1 out.
Pamela's down in Crest Street Cove in Laguna Beach.
We got 1 ball to Shohei Ohtani.
What channel?
Channel 11. This is. Could you do a little play-by-play?
Okay.
Turn it to Channel 11.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can do some play-by-play. Ohtani.
Okay,
We got
I
a
think I can.
1-1 strike. 1-1 on Ohtani. Ohtani's a good player. He has hit most total bases before All-Star break. He has 213. Outside! We're going to go 2-1 with Ohtani.
Skizzo, don't forget to mute it.
Okay.
Mute it.
And here's the pitch to Ohtani. Ohtani's dead. Ball three, low. It's low. Interesting thing about Shanti Ohtani, he comes from a place called Japan. All right, here's the 3-1 pitch. Everybody's on the edge of their seat. And swing and miss! Swing and strike 2. 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Everybody's getting ready. Last time he was up, he was hit by a pitch. All right, guys are leading off usually on 3-2. They're running. There they go. Line shot. Foul ball. Just down the line, but foul ball.
Skizzo, are you coming back?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to help me call the game. Here's the 3-2 pitch.
Yeah.
1 out. 3-2 pitch. And here he is, Vin Scully, back in the booth.
Okay, the baseball game done?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. It's all muted.
All right.
I see the guy.
He acts like he's going to pitch, and he doesn't. And he runs the guy back to second.
Who's the guy on the mound? Who's the guy pitching, Don?
Peralta.
Peralta?
Yeah. Here's a pitch to Ohtani.
Who's playing here, Don?
It's
What are the two teams?
the Dodgers and Milwaukee. Ball 4. He's going to take a base. He's going to run down to first. We got the bases loaded for the Dodgers. Bases are jammed with Dodgers. Everywhere you look, there's a Dodger. All right. Are you ready for this? All right. Atante's over on first talking to the umpire. Hey, how are you? Hey, you speak a different language because you're Japanese and I'm an American. Well, Ohio. He said, good morning. That means good morning, doesn't it? Yes. Oh, so.
Don, throw it to your co-commentator.
Okay, all right. And with the play-by-play, here's who recently won the Vin Scully Award for Best Announcer in Baseball. Here he is, all right? All right. Peralta is going to pitch to Will Smith, the catcher. He had a 2-run home run in the first inning. All right. And I pass it over to Schizo. Schizo, do the play-by-play.
All I know is for the Dodgers is like pitching. I've seen Steve Howe, Tommy John, and Fernando Valenzuela.
Okay,
And
they've all been retired for years. All right, 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0 count. Strike! Strike! Strike one.
Okay, here's the 1-0 count.
It's
Strike
1-1.
one.
It's 1-1.
Okay, watch this pitch. See what he does. Oh, that was a curve inside.
That was a fastball down at the knees.
Yeah, that was a fastball down by the knee.
All right,
It looked like it curved a lot.
It didn't. I saw it. It was a ground ball.
Straight.
Foul ball. Foul ball.
You guys got to work on your timing. When one of you's quiet, the other one has to speak.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the one who's kind of a rookie.
Here's
I
the
know, I
one.
can tell.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Take it away. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Call it.
Okay, I say the guy's gonna strike out.
Okay, we're not trying to do that. He fouled it back. Still 1-2. We got the bases loaded with Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Take it away. Ready? Take it away. Here's the pitch.
Okay, here's the pitch. He's walking up to the mound. Who's that guy on the mound, son? And what did you know his name?
Peralta.
Peralta.
It's
what does
now
he look
2-2. It's now 2-2. The pitch was outside.
He looks like an Argentinian.
He's not. Here's the pitch.
What?
Oh,
just a regular
barely gets wood on it. Foul ball. 2-2. We got a 2-2 count. Let's send it to the Vin Scully Award winner.
Yeah.
To call this next pitch.
Okay, Peralta for the Brewers. It's Manny Mota.
No, he's pitching to Smith. All right. Call the play.
Curtis Ellison.
Okay, foul ball. Okay, we got still a 2-2 count. 1 out, bases loaded for the Dodgers. Peralta on the mound. Will Smith at the plate. Here we go.
Vinny Parte.
He's already had a home run today. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Foul ball! Foul ball!
Icy Cone.
He's putting up a real scrap here.
It is a kind of a scrap.
Do you have Do you even have the game on?
What do you want, Don? I'm on Fox 11.
Yeah.
What color are the players wearing,
Here's
Schizo?
the 3-2. Hit for the bucket.
Is that the same game, Schizo?
I think it is.
Okay, Don, what color is Milwaukee wearing?
They're wearing a light blue.
Well, Milwaukee's wearing kind of a light blue, and the Dodgers, it says Los Angeles, and he has a D on the helmet.
Yeah.
On the batter's helmet. So that's
all right. What
obvious.
does the
Okay, there's a conference at the Mount.
The score? The score is 2-3.
The Dodgers 3-2. Yes.
3-2.
Okay. Peralta's still on the mound. Here comes the left-hander, Freddie Freeman. he has a career bases loaded, 134 bats. His 366 with 6 grand slams. Here Peralta's looking in, and here's the pitch. Strike! We got an 0-1 count on Freeman.
Take me out to the ball game. Da 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 da. I let the batter hit the ball.
Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Did you see this, Old Man G? Terry Greenbean says, did we lose sound? Maybe I went deaf. Don't hear sound on Twitch. Is anybody else having a hard time on Twitch?
Occasionally that happens.
Okay.
Guys,
Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Ball 1. We got a 1-2 count.
Kind of like John Dawkins. Felony and Dodger cap. Looking
Okay, we got a 1-2 count. 2 outs, bases loaded. Here's the pitch to Freddie Freeman from Peralta. And ball 2-2. You know, Schizo used to be a good predictor. What do you think's going to happen with Freeman here? He's got a 2-2 count, bases loaded, 2 outs. Do you think he's going to get a hit? Anyway, let's find out right now because here's Peralta, the pitch. Ooh, rounding ball, foul.
He strikes out.
You think he strikes out? Well, he just hit a foul ball.
Well, his judging from what's been going on here for the last so many minutes, and this the way this pitcher is pitching and everything.
All right, here we go. We got a 2-2 count. 2 outs, base loaded. Here's the pitch. Oh, just gets the bat on the ball, hits it foul. That Freeman's up there. He's here not goofing around, right?
This is Dodgers playing in Milwaukee, right?
No, they're playing in Los Angeles.
This is a Dodger Stadium?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 pitch. Here we go. And it's right down the middle. Bounty ball, second base guy. Come on. He's out at first. No run scored. They loaded him up, Schizo, but they didn't score any. How do you feel about that?
Schizo said he would strike out.
Well,
he
I
did.
think the best thing I've actually ever saw for real on a home run when the bases were loaded for a full-on grand slam, I'd say it was Mike Trout for the California Angels back so many years ago. I don't know. Can't remember exactly when, but I watched it on TV and I saw him belt it out, and the bases were loaded, and it was a full-on, the final grand slam, like Judas Priest. Robert Halford would say in Judas Priest, the final grand slam.
We got a tip, guys.
Oh,
Ooh. Yes, Old Man G?
It's from Primus, and it's for $3. And it says, here's some of the money that Schizo owes you, Don. It's not a lot, but we heard recently out of Hollywood Dispensary that Schizo was framed. Thank you very much. Appreciate
What do you
that.
mean he was framed?
Thank you.
Unclear. I guess that's to do with the 20,000.
I gave him $1.50. He now owed me $30,300. But I gave him the first one off, so that became $20,200. And he doesn't talk about the other thing, so I'm not going to bug him.
Don, I'm looking at you, and I'm just watching you. I think you're the greatest, Don.
Thank you.
I look really old, but you look sharp as all hell.
Fuck yeah.
You look handsome. You look like you're like a rose.
What about my mustache? How about the mustache?
Your mustache. Well, how do you like mine?
You just didn't shave today.
Yeah, I didn't.
Don, tell me how many days you've been working on that.
Don, you're gonna go with mustache, bro? I've never seen that on Don.
Yeah.
in all the years I've done Don.
All the years. And right now it's at day 27. Day 27. What do you think, Schizo?
Whatever. 27?
27
You hardly
days.
have anything. Yeah, much at all.
Well, you
I mean, I
can't see
think
it very
Gomer,
well. Get closer, Don. Get closer.
I think Gomer Pyle and Sergeant Carter
Look
should
at that,
grow a better
Schizo.
mustache.
Look at
Schizo.
that.
I don't have much at all.
Oh yeah, you do. Now you're right. You do, Don. I
20,
couldn't see on the film.
27
now I
days.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You have blonde hair.
Blonde, and there might be a little gray in there, so the blonde and gray mixes and it becomes.
You have beautiful blonde mustache. Now I see it. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's really nice.
Thank you.
When
Hey,
it fills in, you'll look great. You'll look like one of the coaches down there on the floor at Staples with the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors or the Clippers. Donald Sutherland.
Stitch.
Elliot
Wait a
Gould.
minute. Here's something that Schizos could still be handsome too if he did the stuff he used to do with grooming and living quarters.
He's doing good in the hotel.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
He says it, but then he goes on to say, but he turned his life to drugs now instead.
No, I didn't.
Mm-mm.
I haven't taken any drugs.
Yeah, he's behaving very good now. Priorities are A+. Oh, you guys gonna do some more play-by-play or?
Well, the Brewers in comeback wins, they lead all of baseball with 26. Christian Yelich has a 324 average, leading the team. Infield hits 113, they're first in that in the league. Stolen base 121, they're second in the league with that. Brewers are a good, scrappy team. Would you call them scrappy?
Who?
The Brewers.
The Brewers? Yeah, they're kind of scrappy. I think the Dodgers are more strong and ambitious, and Fortrell and Emergo and all the police academy over there, my daughter's stadium. The police have made me now an official, city watch commander.
Okay, we got
And
one out in the top of the fifth. Here's the pitch from Dodger pitcher Paxton. We've got a 3-1 count. Bryce Turing. One out. Here's the pitch. Fly ball! Center field is out! I'll read on. But he turned his life to drugs now instead. You said no. He said,
I just love looking at walking around Pasadena on Colorado and up the lake and looking at all the beautiful girls everywhere. They're all so voluptuous.
anyway,
sexy,
so he went on to
nonsense.
say, no, he can still party at that hotel. Question for Schizo. Have you ever thought about
the only
growing?
party I
Are
do-
you going to listen to the fucking question? Or are you going to talk over me?
No, I want to listen.
Okay, question for Schizo. Have you ever thought about growing a ZZ Top beard?
I would like to.
Holy
I've tried
moly.
it before,
All
but
right.
I don't like all that hair. I don't like the way it feels.
We got a guy on first base, 2 outs for the Brewers. Here's the pitch. High. Paxton takes it high. Oh, Paxton's pitching. William Contreras. We got a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Paxton. Hi.
Who's pitching? This is Paxton.
This is Paxton for the Dodgers. Number 65 in your program. Contreras. He's up to plate. Today he's 1-for-1. He's got a 2-0 count. Jackson Chourio, he's got a 12-game hitting streak now. He's on first. I'll tell you this, the Dodgers will play the Brewers tomorrow, and then Milwaukee's got to go back home. You want to win games, so it's a fun plane ride home. Contreras leads first. And he takes a strike. 2-1 the count on Contreras. This guy on first seems like he wants to score a run. All right, here's the pitch from Paxton. Oh, he throws over to first base. No play. He's safe. Schizo.
Schizo, where'd you go?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm right here. I'm watching the game.
3-1. 3-1 the count.
With us too.
We got a question for Schizo. You ready for a question, Schizo?
Okay, I just want to tell a story. I
Who you?
want to say my mom and this is the best Dodger game I ever was at. My mom got tickets for her and me to sit behind the plate and box seats behind the plate. I could hear Vince Scully right up behind me, up there in the little booth there, calling the game the whole time. And I was watching Steve Howe pitch for the Dodgers, and I watched Dwight B. Gooden, that I call, just nicknamed him Johnny B. Gooden. Dwight Gooden for the New York Mets. These are the Mets versus the Dodgers, and it was great. Darryl Strawberry for the Mets was in center field, and it was heavy. It was really a good game. I was drinking Coca-Cola with Mom, and I was eating Farmer John 12-inch long, foot-long hot dog.
Here's a fly ball to center field. Comes over and makes the catch. And that's the end of the inning.
Chili fries, peanuts, and more soda. I mean, totally messing out.
Can you take this question or no?
Sure.
They have a question
Okay,
for
me
Schizo.
after the ball.
All right, I can't talk
Yeah.
over you. I can't talk over you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you want to take the question? Or you're going to talk over me again.
I'll take it.
Okay. Question for Schizo. Do you think it's too late for you to take some steroids and get super jacked up? Who are you talking to?
I'm saying, mother, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I was only joking. Mother Barbara.
Is that your
Please love
is
me.
that your answer?
Yeah, that's my song. I answered with a song.
Bravo!
Bravo! Yay!
All right, here's a statement from somebody. Should I read it, Schizo? Schizo, it's about you. Should I read it?
Yeah.
It says,
Yeah.
the Scream Jams says, just disappointed that Schizo Surfer won't even sit up instead of lie down for his show. Like, what the hell?
I'll get up. I can get up.
That's wonderful.
All right.
Do you have your dentures in?
No, I don't. Don't have any dentures. I haven't had any for years. Several years. I
Do you
mean,
have
I haven't had
something?
to eat ginger. I haven't had to eat ginger for 5 years
Okay.
or more.
Do you have something to lean your phone against, or are you okay holding it?
I'd rather lean it against something.
Yeah, maybe fold a pillow in half or something.
Okay.
Here's Bryce Wilson pitching to Hernandez. We got a ball and a strike. 1-1.
Stay sitting up.
Is that a beer? Is that beer?
Yeah, it's a Stella.
What is it?
Stella Artois. Stella Artois.
What's that?
It's a high quality beer. Tastes really great flavor. Ask Snow White on Hollywood Boulevard about Stella.
Pabst Blue Ribbon, Bill and Deckwith says.
Oh, Pabst Blue Ribbon during the biggest ding dong show ever in the Richard Pryor Grand Ballroom in the green room there, drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon, eating pizza, and out the back door and back in the open area behind the bar in the green room of the main room in the comedy store. We pop marijuana and smoke cigarettes, and then we come back and eat more pizza, plenty of pizza that you would get done, thanks to you, and the beer, the Pabst Blue Ribbon. And thanks to you, it was also a Don Barrett total production of mega proportion, man. You put me out there so perfect in the middle of the whole show, and I got to deliver a couple of really good jokes, and then Tony was like there, and then he automatically right away, right on, went into Motley Crue, girls, and I got to sing girls in front of a full packed standing room, fucking ding dong show, ding dong, in the fucking Richard Pryor room.
That's not the Richard Pryor room.
Well,
It's the
that's
main
what
room.
I was told. I know it's the main room,
But you were
I
told
was
wrong.
always told.
No,
I
well,
was
no.
told that
Whoever told you that told you something wrong.
well, somebody. That's what I heard. I just the aura of the place is. I don't know who it was or what, but I all I know is that I came found walking into the place to a Richard
Mary
Pryor
Jane, go ahead. Yes,
grand,
Mary Jane.
I don't
grand
remember very
ballroom.
much.
Let
but they-
Mary Jane talk.
I don't remember very much, but they had a Richard Pryor on the Sunset Strip TV thing, and wasn't that the main room stage?
Richard Pryor,
probably
there's a
it.
Richard Pryor theater by that hotel. Base hit for the Dodgers. Wilson's on first with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. What a game. Back and forth. Who's going to win? Mary Jane thinks the Dodgers.
Oh my!
Okay, coming to bat now, Miguel Rojas, the shortstop. He singled back in the 4th inning. So here's the pitch. Strike. Looked a little low. Rojas looks at him like, what the fuck is your problem, umpire?
Hold on, Don. Schizo, are there more lights you can turn on?
No.
No, stand up and do the overhead one.
What overhead one?
There's a light switch by your door unless you switched rooms. There's a light
That
on the
one over
ceiling.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to turn that on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a pop fly to second base. He's out. He's out of there. And that's the end of the 5th. We'll be going to the 6th. Right now we're trying to Schizo, who can do very few things like a normal human being. Right now, he's trying to turn on the lights in his hotel room. Mary Jane, who had been there before, had to tell him to get up and by his door. It's already taken him a minute, and he still doesn't have them on.
By the entry door. Oh, it does look lighter. Okay, now
Well, that's
tilt.
the only one there is. That's
What?
all there is. That's all there is.
No, you're good. You're good. Just put the camera to where we can see you now. There you go. That's great. Stay in that shot. Perfect. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Thank you, Schizo. That's great.
Okay.
Remember when you used to come to the Ding Dong Show?
I want to go back. I want to go back to the Ding Dong Show
How do you think you're going to be able to do that?
with my walker. Just get on the train, go to the bus, go to the train, go to Union Station, get on the Red Line, go to Hollywood, and go to the Sunset, get on the bus, and go to the Comedy Store and be on time.
Do you
I can
have
do
a
it. It's no problem.
do you have a bus pass?
I can get one.
But you don't have one now.
No, I don't. I paid for my fare.
Pay for your fare.
Yeah. I paid for everything. Except I have an EBT card, and I can go to like really bitchin' places like Fatburger and have anything I want on. They'll put like $300 a month on my EBT card, and I can go to places like Fatburger, Burger King, Jack in the Box, stores, you know, like grocery stores.
You named three of the
Trader
best
Joe's.
restaurants in town.
Yeah. Yeah, I love them all. Fatburger is the one I love the most. That's the best hamburger. Fatburger is the best burger I've ever had in my life. I've gone all the way to the number 3, which is the double X. I've gone for the original, the large, and the double large. I haven't gone for the triple large. But I couldn't eat all of the large. And the double large, I really had a lot of problems eating. It was just a little too much.
That is wonderful.
Who are you talking to?
I was talking to Sven Goli.
From MeTV?
Yeah. The guy that does the horror show.
You like that?
He's great. He's great. He's the greatest. He's like a ding donger. Full on, man. He's the biggest horror ding donger of them all. If he came to the
Okay.
ding dong show, your show would.
Excuse
show-
me. Hold on. I want to tell. I got to tell Screen Jam something, because he says maybe you could pay Don back with stuff from your EBT card. No, we're not going to do
I
that.
gotta pay Don.
They just, because I gave you 1.5 pounds of weed, I think that's what they're bringing
Well,
up.
didn't I do a good job? Didn't I do a good job singing and blowing their fucking axes in the wind and out through the wall at the fucking ding dong show? And
Yeah,
I
the
sang 'em out
Netflix
there
is the
live.
joke, Don. You know, Schizo really did you save your ass with that.
Hey, when you
I fucking tore. I put everything I put into it, and it worked. And they say I'm the best. I haven't heard the end of it. I will never heard the end of that show. And that was the most greatest rock and roll performance I've ever done
and what do
in
you
my
think?
whole life.
And what do you think that was
And
worth?
it's-
And how much was that worth? How much was that worth?
I'd say what you gave me for doing the Mary Jane, that good Mary Jane show, that last one I did, and the one Ding Dong show about a month and a half ago, or a month and a week, month and a half
And how
ago.
much should be
And
paid to you?
I
How much should I pay
don't
you?
know. I mean, if you can,
What do you
I
think
mean,
for
I don't have
for
any
the
money.
for the 2
I
shows?
can't pay you back.
Shut up!
anything.
For the 2 shows, How much do you think I should pay you?
Just let me not owe you anything, and let me have all the weed,
Yeah,
and then I
Don.
won't pay
Yeah.
me.
But
And I
that's
won't ask for anything.
that's
All,
30.
all I want to
That's
do is get back in the Ding Dong Show, get back in the Ding Dong Show, get more exposure, and get discovered, get in a band, and make a record. I've got now Mercury Records in Los Angeles says that if I can get a tape, they'll listen to me, and if they like it, they'll let me. They'll make a record for me. They'll
Yeah,
give me a
Don.
record contract
but I
at
get
Mercury. That's
all right.
I
All
need
right.
your help, Don.
Yeah, but you need my
I
help.
need your
And how much
positive.
you charge me $30,300 for the weed. That's how much
I didn't charge you anything.
I
All
know.
I asked you for in the beginning was 1/8, and you sent over Mary Jane with a half a pound. So I did. I had done a good job. Did a good job on Mary Jane's show, the whole show, and then I went to the Ding Dong Show, and then you gave me more, and I just figured, well, Don must like the job I did at the show. So I figured you were paying me for doing the show.
So for you doing the
You
show,
know,
you were thinking I owed you $30,300?
no, I just saw the weed. I didn't know exactly
No,
what the price was.
no, I told you
I asked
exactly.
you in the beginning,
And
but I asked in the beginning. I only asked for 1/8 to be printed 1/8 and pay you back later
well, when I tried
when
to
I
come
could
over
get the
and
money.
when I tried to come over and get the weed, you said no.
Well, I didn't have hardly enough.
Well,
All I had was
when you go to these weed shops, do they give you weed first? Do they give you the weed without you
no. You
paying?
got to pay all the money up. You got to
Right.
pay everything.
Right.
Any weed that you if you go to M&M stuff.
All right, there's a question.
If I buy,
Hey, Schizo, there's a question. Can you take a question?
yeah,
Okay, the first one. Schizo, are you lying? And they went on to say,
fuck
well,
you.
all right,
Tell them
that's
to suck my dick, man.
you tell them yourself. It's Screen Jams.
Oh, Screen Jam. What do you think? You are blah, blah, blah. Screen Jam. Screen Jams or Gems?
Jams, Screen Jams.
Oh, so they're copying, kind of like Scotto Surfer copied me on the Ding Dong Show. So they're copying Screen Gems, which does shows like Beverly Hillbillies.
All right, they Screen
then,
Jams. Screen
they
Jam.
are
Hey, let me just
Jams.
let me have a chance to say something. I gave you an opportunity. Now I'm
They're
saying,
probably a bunch of fucking hacks.
okay,
Ah,
let me talk.
ah.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Okay.
It says, well, then technically you stole it from Don. And then Tarrant King comes in and says, sorry, I'm late to the party. What's Schizo lying about? Here's a question. Wasn't Scotzo around way before Schizo?
No, he wasn't.
No, he
I
wasn't.
didn't see Scotto anywhere.
You're right.
When I came in, I came way back when, or just when Mary Jane had been in for about 13 years, I think. Mary Jane has 13 years on her
No,
docket
like
with the
4 or 5.
only 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. 4 or 5.
How old do you
Okay.
think I am?
Wait a minute. Here's one.
No, I don't know.
Wait a minute. No. This. Wait a minute. Let me correct this guy, please. They say Scotzo, isn't he the guy that ruled the North Shore? I remember him. No, it wasn't Scotzo. Scotzo couldn't surf. Schizo was the surfer, right?
Yeah. You know, like Trinket, Temesco, Bates, Bachelon, Canvu, Hopper, har, har, har. Hey, Lippy, you got to learn how to laugh. Well, alligator is a swinging alligator in the swamp. So we meet again.
Hold
Dr.
on,
Quest.
hold on. Let me. They said something else. Did Scotzo steal Don's weed too? No, 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 no. I hadn't seen Scotzo then. Scotzo had nothing. Well, that's quite a lighter you got there.
Yeah. It's a torch. A cigarette.
Has anyone commented
Oh.
on how Don's mustache is coming along on day 27?
It's very pretty done.
Thank you.
A pretty girl.
Scotzo
Pretty.
built Don a deck or something, didn't he? No, nobody built me a deck.
Mary Jane and Don both look like real pretty girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mary Jane's just looking sexy as all hell. And I look at Mary Jane, I just think, wow, Mary Jane's girlfriend, man. I saw Seth MacFarlane, that a guy who comes, a great guy. He's the best. Yeah, I love being his friend.
Hold on.
He's the inventor.
Hold on. Space Jams, Screen Jams, you're wrong. Scotzo did not surf a tsunami. I did. I did that, right,
I know.
Scotzo?
Yeah.
What?
Don.
Yes.
Anyway, in one of Seth MacFarlane Simpsons episodes, these two lesbian girls get naked with each other on this X-rated sex with Seth MacFarlane, Schizo Song, and Robert, and these two lesbian chicks get naked. They start doing scissors, where they get both their legs together like this and start going, oh.
Why would that be good?
I don't know, because you get their pussies against each other together, and they both just kind of rub it around and kind of jump up and down and get really excited. And they say it feels really good.
All right, as a guy that's made love to that one time, that girl that you kissed, is that the way to make love? Two girls doing it like that?
No, well, when I made love to Pamela after the prom at the Queen Mary for the San Marino, we went over to Finn Scott's house in Newport Beach on Lido Island, and we were in Scott's house partying, drinking beer and smoking joints and cigarettes and everything. You know, Pamela and I go up to.
Can I interrupt you
go,
real quick? Can I interrupt real quick?
Sure.
Screen Jam says, yes, we saw the pictures, Don surfing the tsunami. That's an amazing accomplishment of which you should be proud of, and yet you never mention it. Yeah, well,
Is this the first time you talked about this?
no, I've mentioned it before. If you went back and looked at all these things, you would see that. All right, here's what's going on. Otani is up.
Anyway, Pamela and I asked Scott, I said, Scott, can we use your bedroom? And Scott said, yeah, go ahead. So me and Pamela go into his bedroom and we lock the door and then we get naked. And so Pamela and I started doing 69.
Did she say anything about your crooked dick?
Well, no, ask Pamela. She'll tell you on the sexiest man she's ever seen in her life. The horniest and the sexiest, most on fire dude.
Can we get her on the show? Mary Jane, can we get her on the show?
I don't know where she.
I don't know. We have to investigate and see where she's at.
Otani just got a triple.
Wait, is Schizo?
I was like boning her in the Reef Towers presidential suite that I rented out in April, May of 1979. And me and Pamela were naked. And we were really going at it. man, Pamela was wild. And we were in Mexico, and we're down there in this little firehouse. Mexican girls.
What? When's
Mexicali Blues.
hey?
Grateful Dead.
Someone said 69 seems more like a 70 with a crooked dick and all.
Ah, 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 ah.
Uh, so everybody's wondering. Here's a question for you. Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
Ah.
Hey, old man G?
The goose is in the egg.
Uh-huh.
Who is that? What's that name right there in the last message?
F-Trav 420.
Yeah, Fred Travelina.
Ah, that guy, man.
And you've been asked to not bring him in.
I'm trying to, man, but he's just all over the place.
All right, Fred Travelina says. All right, let me just ask you this. Fred Travelina asks, when's the last time you had actual sex with a woman?
Back in 2003.
And when's the last time you had any kind of sex at all, like even just putting your dick in somebody's mouth with a man?
I don't know. That's like 50 years ago.
50 years ago? Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't Fred Travelina say he saw Schizo's dick last week and it wasn't crooked? No, Fred Travelina. He didn't. Hey, you know what? They're trying to fuck with you. Don't listen to him. He did not see your dick.
I know. I'm not nobody.
Hey, Fred Travelina, why don't you ask Pam what his dick's like? She loved that cock, right, Schizo?
Pamela, man, she does love it, man. She's a bat. And so is Sandy. Sandy Hamilton in Arcadia.
Yeah.
She wants to marry me.
Still?
She's so in love with me. My friends are fucking with me. They were saying that Pamela was no good and that Sandy was the one that was the bat that I had. And then all of a sudden, now they're coming back saying, well, Pamela was really good. And I was saying both Sandy and Pamela, these two high school sweethearts. And then there was this other girl, these other girls, Elizabeth and Elizabeth. And
Elizabeth and, you know, it'd be funny, Elizabeth and Elizabeth, if they were lesbians. So it'd be, I'd like you to introduce you to my friends, Elizabeth and Elizabeth, the lesbians. See, there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Is that funny?
Elizabeth and Elizabeth. Yeah, both of them like to kiss really well. Really, like fireworks. Like the 4th of July.
There is a question here. Can we get Sandy, Elizabeth, and Pamela on here and have them compete for Schizo like on The Bachelor? I'd love to have that. Could you get a hold of the Elizabeth? And I don't. Which Elizabeth are you talking about? Are you talking about Elizabeth or Elizabeth?
Her name is Elizabeth Wolf, and she used to work at the Ansby Clinic for the treatment of schizophrenia. And I picked up on. We fell in love. She was on the staff, and I was a patient. And every time she got off work, we'd talk all day on the floor at the clinic. You know, and I was living in the clinic. I was a patient, and I had a room, and I had a bed, I had a dresser, we had a stereo, a TV, we had plenty of food. They fed us well. We had drinks. We had stores. Go get sodas, cell phones, beer, wine. Go get marijuana, crack, PCP, fucking meth. Fucking anything you want, man.
Wait a minute. That sounds a little like at a schizophrenic place. One of the nurses going out.
It was a fully blown place, man.
Yeah, but
this is back in the 80s.
But she was a nurse there, and she went out and got all those drugs for you.
No, she didn't get the drugs for me. All we did was kiss, and then she would leave work, and she'd say, Greg, meet me down
Who?
at the bottom of the hill.
Who?
She'd say, Schizo, meet me down at the bottom of the hill. Okay?
And what would happen there?
And she'd pick me up and she'd take me up to dinner. And I used to like to get her to take me out for Japanese food. I like Japanese food, kind of like Yoshinoya, Japanese
Oh,
kitchen.
did she take you there?
Really good.
Did she take you there
Tasty,
because
really
you had?
delicious. Yeah, she took me there, and she did one time. We did do drugs one time. She took me to her apartment in Studio City, over by the John Anson Ford Theater, and by Hollywood, and we had some magic mushrooms and some beer, and I did the wrong thing. I fucking took magic mushrooms and didn't let them settle long enough, and I drank a part of a beer, and all of a sudden my stomach bubbled up with the beer and the mushrooms. I barked it all over the place. Then we had to clean it all up. I'm here frying on mushrooms, looking at all this barf, and I'm just going, fuck. Like, wow.
A lot of
And
people
then
that
did you
think
make out? Then did you guys
What?
make out?
No, Elizabeth had taken some shroom, and she had her friend Lynn there. They both were students. Also, they had jobs. They were students, kind of like Nick and Mallory in the show Family Ties at Grant College. Well, Elizabeth and her friend Lynn were students at Whittier College, and it's like Grant College in Family Ties, the show, with Elise Meredith, Baxter Burney, and David Gross, Steve and Elise Keaton, the mom and dad, and then Michael J. Fox.
let
Alex
me ask
B.
you.
Keaton.
Let me ask you a question. Was that Meredith Baxter Burney? Was she on Petticoat Junction?
No,
Who was that?
no.
Meredith
I,
McRae?
I don't know. Bobby Joe and Mary Lou and Josie Sue
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Uncle Joe.
There's a little
I know,
hotel
it's a
called the
great
Shady
show. I love
Rest
it.
at the Junction.
It's the
Petticoat Junction.
Shady Rest is like a bed and breakfast, and then Edgar Buchanan is Joe, Uncle Joe.
He's a
at the
moving
Shady
kind of
Rest.
slow at the
Edgar
junction.
Yeah, he's on Green Acres too, with Eddie Albert, Eva Gabar, and Mr. Drucker, and Mr. and Mrs. Zippel, and that pig, that smartest guy in the world, Arnold Zippel.
Mary Jane,
Yeah.
do you think it's about time to wrap this baby up?
I don't know. Find out if Schizo has more to say first.
Do you have anything else to say, Schizo?
Well, I like Green. Well, I've been watching a lot of Me TV, and I just love Adam 12. I love all the westerns, and when I get to Adam 12, I love watching the cop shows. I love Dragnet with Jack Webb and Harry Morgan, and I love Martin Milner and Tim McCord, Officer Jim Reed, and Officer Pete Lloyd on Adam 12, and then Mask for 2 hours, and then Andy Griffith, and then Beverly Hillbillies, and Green Acres, and Hogan's Heroes, and Carol Burnett, and Perry Mason, and then on to Into the Night with Alfred Hitchcock, or Twilight Zone, and Alfred Hitchcock with Rod Serling and Alfred Hitchcock, and then Boris Karloff, and then Mike Connors, my good friend in Hollywood. Another, along with you and Mary Jane, Mike Connors, Mannix. I went to Thanksgiving at his neighbor's house, the Peschel. This is a big family friend of ours in USC, University of Southern California. The Peschels from Huntington Harbor and Century City, Bill and Grace, and the family dentistry office. And so we, I'm drifting off, but we like, I was introduced to Mike Connors because we went out water skiing this was up in Lake Arrowhead. And Mike Connors lives right next door. And I know Mike Connors also because his son, Gunnar Connors, was a patient. His young son, Gunnar Connors, was a patient at Anseby Clinic over there in LA, where I just told you that story about that place. Where Gunnar was there too, and Mike Connors would come in every once in a while and see Gunnar and talk to Mike, Dr. Mike, the psychiatrist, head psychiatrist. And it was bitching, man. Mike Connors is a good friend. He's a good friend. He's real nice. And we help him repair his dock for his boat, water ski boats on Lake Arrowhead. When I went the morning after the night we had Thanksgiving there at the hotel next door to Mike Connor. And he had not only Gunnar Connors, his son, but two Mary Jane, beautiful daughters. I mean,
Wow.
I was gawking at his daughters there lying out sunbathing on the dock. I'm going, whoa. It was great. It was great. I got to water ski on Lake Arrowhead and go to a party the night of the Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving dinner.
Can I
The
just
guys all
ask you?
took me out.
Hold on. They want to know, is Schizo familiar with the saying, the worst thing about being lied to is knowing you weren't worth the truth? What does that mean?
Fuck that shit. That's bullshit. Those guys are just bullshitters. They're just jealous because I'm winning. I'm on top. Fuck you. Go to
Oh.
hell, motherfucker. I'll beat your ass with one hand tied behind my back,
Call you back. I'm
holding
in
on to
the
my
middle of a
walker.
show.
Fucking chinty,
Call you right back.
cheesy chicken shit, pilot, crap, garbage, face, motherfucking chin out, fuck face.
All right, Mary Jane, we
Fuck.
should wrap this up.
Thank you all very much for tuning into the Mary Jane Show, 4th of July edition, with your stars, Schizo Surfer and Don Barris, and the best moderator in the business, Old Man G. Does anyone have anything to say, or can I say the magic words?
Who are you talking to, Schizo?
I was mentioning, crediting some of my favorites, like the ending of the show, the credit, with the boo.
Yeah.
Can we hear them out loud?
That's right. Well, I was saying like people like Harry Morgan, Jack Webb, Martin Milner, Jim Reed, who else? Mel Gibson, Eleanor Kerrigan, Don Barris, Mary Jane, David Taylor, T.J. Stansberry, Andrew Dice Clay, Chris Rock, Carlos Mencia, Ron Jeremy, Kevin Nealon, Hugh Jackman, Nicole Kidman, Roseanne Barr, Arsenio Hall, Jim Carrey, On the Wall, and then everybody at the Comedy Store. I love you all. You all were the best time I've ever had in my life. There's all those ding dong shows at the Comedy Store, and I'll be goddamn if I want to get my ass back there and start kicking some ass.
I gotta be honest with you though. I don't know if we can afford 10,200 each show.
Well, you don't have to pay me that. I'll do it for free.
Oh.
But if you want to give me some more weed for doing shows, that's fine. But you make the judgment. It's your show.
It's Mary
You're the
Jane.
one who's the executive. Well, the Mary Jane, this show, the Mary Jane, the executive producer, director, and actor genius, and
Thank you.
Comedy genius, and Mary
Thank you.
Jane's the musically
Schizo.
minded genius.
We got to wrap up the show. We got to wrap up.
Don't interrupt Schizo's credits.
We got to wrap up the show.
Don,
Lady
you're
Blue.
interrupting Schizo's credits.
Lady Blue by Mary Jane.
Thank
Remember
you.
that, Mary Jane?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Mary Jane, I just want, the judge told me in the court when I was getting out of jail, he said, Greg, just get a
Who?
girl. Have
Who?
a,
Who?
Oh,
the judge did not know me.